This analysis examines a Florida DUI investigation under Florida Statutes Section 316.193, originating from a traffic stop conducted under Section 316.089. The legal issues span the Fourth Amendment and the Plainview Doctrine, NHTSA field sobriety protocols, and the totality of the circumstances, probable cause standard.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm Corporal Schulte with the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. You know why I'm stopping you today?
No, I don't.
You were kind of driving off the side of the road over there.
I was?
Yeah, on South McCall, you actually left, crossed over the solid white line on the outside lane.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, actually several times.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to need your driver's license, insurance, and registration, please. Where are you coming from tonight?
My house. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Of course.
I think that's it?
It's going to be your title.
Gotcha.
Do you have anything to drink tonight?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Okay. Is that your drink next to your phone?
That should be my water.
What's that one?
That one's empty.
What is it?
It's a Surfside.
Okay, what's in that?
It's empty as well.
What's normally in a Surfside? I don't know.
It's alcohol, but
Alcohol?
I
Oh,
have
okay.
injury.
Do you have any medical issues?
Me? Right now? No.
No. Okay. Alright, you want to step out for me?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't drive with issues.
A Stig. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
I know. I found one in Bradenton.
Oh,
and
yeah?
It was like a while ago. Yeah.
Should give you a license?
Oh,
Yeah. Alright.
Yes.
So talking to you, I can smell alcohol coming
Gotcha.
from you, okay? So I want to make sure that you're okay to drive.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to ask if you want to do some field sobriety exercises. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
that's
yeah?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a lot taller than I am.
Sorry.
So I'm going to have you just spread your feet like this for me. So we're kind of eye level. Go a little bit more.
A little bit more?
Yeah, there we go. How's that?
Okay, good.
All right, and then put your hands down by your side.
Gotcha.
Do you see the tip of the pen?
Yes.
All right, I want you to, this up here, this tip.
That tip?
Yep, I want you to follow with your eyes and your eyes only, okay?
Gotcha.
All right. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. You're leaning forward a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. Alright. Does this line look even and steady enough for you to walk on?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. So I'll have you start right there.
Are you comfortable in this?
This line or this line?
Whichever one you'd like.
Gotcha.
Do you want to wear those shoes for this exercise, or we want to take them off?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah? Okay. Alright, I want you to put your left foot on the line, and then put your right foot directly in front like this, okay?
Okay.
And then keep your hands down by your side.
Gotcha.
When I tell you to begin, you're going to look down at your feet and take 9 heel-to-toe steps forward. 1, 2, 3. You're going to go all the way to 9, okay?
Okay.
When you get to 9, you're going to keep your front foot planted and take a series of small steps like this. Then you're going to go back down the line, okay?
9 again.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
You're going to go all the way till 9, okay?
Gotcha. So 9 and then 9?
Yep. And if you step off, just start back from where you left off, okay? Do you have any questions?
No.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Begin whenever you're ready, okay?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7.
Alright, we're gonna move on to the next one, okay?
Okay.
You're gonna keep your feet together like that, and then create pointer fingers like this, and then bring them down to your side. When I tell you to begin, you're gonna tilt your head back and close your eyes, okay?
Okay.
I'm not gonna close my eyes for my safety.
Gotcha.
When I say right, you'll raise your right finger, touch the very tip of your finger to the very tip of your nose, and bring it back down.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yes.
When I say left, you'll raise your left finger, touch the very tip of your finger to the very tip of your nose, and bring it back down.
Gotcha.
Understood?
Yes.
Any questions?
Do you want me to touch my finger to my nose, or do you want me to touch my finger to my finger?
So the very tip of your finger, that's what I'm showing you.
Gotcha.
To your nose.
Gotcha.
Understood?
Yes.
Alright. You can tilt your head back and close your eyes, okay? Tilt your head back a little more. There you go. Left.
Make sure you keep your head back.
And remember the very tip of your finger, okay? Right. Left. Right. Right. Left. Alright, you can relax for a second. Alright, we have one more, so you have to face that way, put your arms out like this, and create pointer fingers.
Gotcha.
Gotta face that way. Arms out, create pointer fingers. There you go. Palms together. Alright, you're being placed under arrest for DUI, okay?
Gotcha.
The constitutional foundation for any traffic stop rests on Whren versus United States, decided in 1996. Whren holds that a traffic stop is reasonable under the Fourth Amendment when supported by probable cause to believe a traffic violation has occurred, regardless of the officer's subjective motivation. Articulation of the specific violation on the contemporaneous record forecloses suppression challenges and preserves all downstream evidence. Observations from a lawful vantage point are governed by Horton versus California, decided in 1990. Under the plain view doctrine, items observed from a lawful position may be examined without a warrant when their incriminating character is immediately apparent. Labeled contraband visible through a window or transparent surface meets this threshold. Concealed items inside closed compartments do not. Horton is not on its own authority to expand a stop into a full vehicular search. The order to exit the vehicle is governed by Pennsylvania versus Mimms, decided in 1977. Mimms permits an officer conducting a lawful stop to direct the driver out for officer safety without any additional justification. Roadside DUI questioning remains non-custodial under Berkemer versus McCarty, decided in 1984. Miranda warnings are not required for ordinary investigative questioning during a traffic stop. The subject retains the right to invoke the Fifth Amendment and decline to answer at any moment.
Do you have anything on you that you shouldn't have?
No.
Nothing that's gonna stick me, poke me, stab me?
Nope.
Alright, we'll walk to the car, okay? You want me to grab your phone?
I think it's in the front seat.
Front seat? Okay, we'll go to this car here. The second one.
This side?
Yep. Yeah. And then you want your wallet too?
Yeah, it's attached to my keys.
Okay. He's gonna hang out with you while I grab gloves, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Alright, face the car. you play volleyball?
I used to.
You
Yeah.
used to?
Yeah. I got that a lot.
Do you? Because you're very tall. How tall are you?
5'11".
Nice. Do you have anything in your bra?
No.
No. Alright, spread your feet for me.
Got it.
It's okay. Alright, you just want your phone and your wallet out of the car?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. You can go ahead and have a seat.
That female round is going to be 10:15 for signal 1. You can go ahead and change this to signal 1, please. Copy, thank you. Not empty.
Sam, Ocean, Nancy. First name is going to be Boyd, Edward, Robert, Tom. Middle is J. John, 71773.
Empty. That's water.
How much was in that container? The one, the Sun Sips one in the center console?
About half full.
Half full.
So you got open container all back too.
Expired vehicle registration. Driver license not valid. 2014. Black. Hyundai. 4-door sedan.
The field sobriety battery, validated by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, consists of 3 tests: horizontal gaze, nystagmus, walk and turn, and 1-leg stand. Combined, these exercises achieve approximately 91% accuracy at the 0.08 threshold when properly administered. Non-standardized exercises, including finger-to-nose and modified Romberg balance, remain admissible in Florida courts but carry materially less evidentiary weight. Substituting a non-standardized test for a validated one weakens the prosecution's evidentiary architecture without any tactical justification. Probable cause for arrest is evaluated under the totality of the circumstances standard, articulated by the Supreme Court in Illinois v. Gates, decided in 1983. No single indicator is dispositive. A lawful DUI arrest depends on independent converging factors: observed driving pattern, odor of alcoholic beverages, plain view evidence, inconsistent statements, physical indicators, and performance on field sobriety exercises. The strength of a DUI prosecution lies in the architecture of evidence, not in any single observation. Under Florida Statutes Section 3161932, every operator licensed in Florida is deemed to have consented to a lawful breath, blood, or urine test. A first refusal carries an administrative 1-year license suspension, separate from any criminal proceeding. Open container possession violates Florida Statute Section 3161936 as a non-criminal moving infraction. Driving with an invalid license under Section 32203 and operating with expired registration under Section 320.7 generate independent statutory exposure beyond the DUI itself. On this legal record, the investigating deputy earns a grade of A- for precise articulation, layered probable cause development, and procedural discipline that satisfies Whren and Mimms. The deduction reflects substitution of a non-standardized test for the one-leg stand. The subject earns a grade of D for failure to have available Fifth Amendment protections and for accumulating multiple independent statutory violations beyond the central charge. The agency earns a B+ reflecting visible officer training and a complete body cam record. 3 lessons emerge from this analysis. First, every stop should begin with an articulated, recorded basis under the relevant traffic statute. This discipline forecloses most Fourth Amendment challenges before they begin. Second, probable cause is built, not declared. Independent indicators layered under the totality standard survive suppression motions that single-factor cases do not. Third, the Fifth Amendment right to silence and the voluntary nature of field sobriety tests are operative legal options to be exercised consciously rather than waived through habit. Let us know your thoughts on this case in the comments below. If you found this analysis useful, consider subscribing for more legal breakdowns of police interactions. Thank you for watching.